I get this question all the time. Why don't you put a $500 tweeter in your Arcus speaker? And you know what? I get where that comes from. You're spending real money on a speaker and you want the best parts in it. But my audiophile friend Ryan said something that just nailed it. He said a lot of people want to see the expensive stuff on the outside of a speaker. The bragging rights matter more than the sound. And that's the trap, because the part that's hardest to get right is the part you'll never see. Let me explain. So let's just say you did it. You dropped a supposedly fancier tweeter in there. The problem is the crossover inside this cabinet was built around these exact two drivers. Danny designed it for the way they behave, the way they roll off. It's all matched. You change the tweeter and that crossover doesn't fit anymore. It was tuned for a part that isn't even in there. Some people think of a speaker like a computer. Swap in a faster part, get a better result. Well, a speaker doesn't work like that. It's not a bucket of parts. It's one system, tuned as a whole. And my audiophile friend Ryan put it better than I could. He said the crossover design matters more than what the tweeter is even made of. That same tweeter can sound great in one speaker and not really work in another. It's really all about how it's used. Okay, so the next thing people ask is, fine, just swap it all out. New tweeter, new woofer, new crossover. And sure, you could do that. But at this point, you're not changing the Arcus speaker, you're building a completely different speaker. New drivers need a different cabinet volume, different port tuning, a crossover designed from scratch. That's not a version of this speaker, that's a whole new product with a whole new price tag. So when I say the Arcus is these drivers in this cabinet with this crossover, what I mean is that combination is the speaker. Change the combination and you've got something else. And the end result might not even be better. I want to thank this week's sponsor, Pale Blue Batteries. They've got these really cool batteries that have a USB-C charging port right on the battery. No need for a wall charger. Just take a power bank on the go and have power anytime you need it. Pale Blue Batteries, they're awesome. So here's the real question. Why these drivers? I asked Danny about the woofer, for example, and this is his answer, not mine. He said it's built on a high-strength, non-resonant frame. Lightweight treated paper cone. It's designed to minimize stored energy, which gives you a really clean decay. And then he said that the thing that matters most for this conversation is that the performance in that area is above and beyond similar drivers, regardless of price. That's Danny, the guy who designed the crossover, telling me you could spend more and not necessarily do better. Same with the tweeter. He calls the Neo 3 one of the highest resolution tweeters in the industry, and it lets him cross over lower than most tweeters can. Now here's something I've been watching my whole career, 40 years developing products. In high-end anything, and audio especially, you hit a point where you're paying a lot more money for a smaller and smaller improvement. And you have to ask yourself, is that worth it to you? My friend Ryan said it best. The laws of physics don't care whether a material is exotic. So a well-designed part used the right way beats an expensive part used the wrong way every time. So that's what I built. Proven drivers integrated into a system Danny dialed in without paying for a badge you don't need. And remember what I said at the start? The parts that's the hardest to get right is the part you'll never see. And that is the cabinet, of course. It's mineral cast, it's dense, and it's heavy. A lot heavier than a wood cabinet of the same size. Here's what I've seen the industry do. Put the money into drivers and then mount them in a lighter box to save cost and weight. I went the other way. Great drivers and a cabinet I put as much into as everything else. So what does that do to the sound? Well, that's Danny's department. He measured it, and I'm not going to sit here and just tell you how it sounds. You're going to have to hear it for yourself. But what I'll tell you is what I built. And this is the part that nobody brags about. It's the hardest part to get right, and it's my job. Nobody brags about a cabinet. There's just no spec to point to. But it matters just as much as the drivers everyone argues about. So why don't I put a $500 tweeter in my Arcus speaker? Because it was never about the price of the parts. It's about the right parts, used in the right way, in a system that's dialed in. Danny picked these drivers and built the crossover around them. I built the cabinet to hold up its end, and together That's the Arcus. You could spend more on this driver or that tweeter or a fancier material, and Ryan and Danny will both tell you the same thing. It might not get you anything better. I'd rather put my money where it does the work, not where it shows. And that's the whole idea behind this speaker and behind the way I've built things my whole career. You can learn more at StoneSonicAudio.com, and I'll see you next time.